Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 1124. Oh, 23. Guys, if you're following along on YouTube, please jump on over to thewoddoc.com. Check out all of our full-length videos. That's where we house them. What we're talking about today, hey, stop taking up all the camera space. What we're talking about today is starting to work on the transverse plane and building transverse plane stability in our CrossFit core. We, over the last couple of days, have done sagittal plane mechanics and building sagittal plane stability, and then also building coronal plane or frontal plane mechanics. Thank you so much. All right. So what we're talking about today is starting to build and resist unwanted rotation in our torso, okay? And here's how we're gonna do that. If you guys remember back to the testing procedure that we did, what you noticed is that we practiced a portion of a bird dog, right? So we went hands, and then we went feet, right? And at any time, come on over on the side. There you go. And any time with our feet or with our shoulders, if we started to dip through the torso or dip through the torso, that was considered a fault. So what we're gonna start to do today is we're gonna recognize which way, which we did have that fault into left or right rotation. We'll show you a good way to get some awareness of this, all right? So this is the fault that we're working on today. If we get into our bird dog position, notice my left hip is the one that's back, my right leg is the one that's forward, or my right hand is the one that's forward. If I allow this hip to dip, right? So that'd be the opposite of what you see it do now. If this hip dipped, okay, I'm gonna be in this exact position, right? The leg that dipped or the side that dipped is the side that I'm gonna keep in the air, and the knee that's on the ground is the same exact one that I'll keep on the ground, except I'm gonna take my hand from here, okay, and place it back down onto the ground. So I have both arms on the ground like a push-up position, and I'm gonna concentrate on this left hip that dipped. I'm gonna squeeze through my right butt, and I'm gonna lift up, okay? From right there, I'm just gonna relax everything and allow it to start to dip again. This is allowing my hip to go into internal rotation, right? From right there, internal rotation, adduction. From right there, I'm just gonna squeeze both. I'm gonna over-rotate. So I'm basically bringing that hip into external rotation, squeezing through the left hip and also squeezing through my right, and allow it to drop back down and back up. So this is just a little hip opener, hip stabilization to give you some of that kinesthetic awareness. Now, let's just give devil's advocate. Let's say that when we got into the bird dog position, I allowed my right hip, on this case, to drop down. If I allowed my right hip to drop down, in the exercise portion, that's the same position that I would be in. So my left knee would be down, my right knee would be up. Instead of my arm being in the air like a traditional bird dog, right? My arm comes down into a push-up position. Now I allow that right hip to drop as far as I can. I'm gonna squeeze my left glute and my left hip, and I'm gonna open. Come back down by relaxing and open, okay? So we have a drill that's gonna give us awareness of where our hips need to be in rotational perspective, all right? So how many are we gonna do with this? We're gonna do 3 sets of 15. Oh, of course you had to say goodbye, right? 3 sets of 15 each and every day as we build through this. Of course, testing and retesting with our bird dog to see how our stability is coming along, okay? Adequate rest in between. It shouldn't be something that gets you too fatigued. It should be something that you're able to work through rather easily, all right? So take breaks when you need them. Keep the rep schemes controlled. Don't bring this to failure. It's not a thing that you want to bring to failure. We're gonna continue with this tomorrow. Questions, comments, please post them below. And as always, guys, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.